everyone, welcome to episode number 49 of the Reseller Stew. Today we're going to be talking about, I guess, sourcing. I kind of just wanted to, we don't really have a topic for today. Surprise, surprise. But I kind of wanted to touch on a little bit on smart sourcing or how we're changing our sourcing, because I know part of our yearly goals was to kind of change our business focuses a little bit or be more, focused on certain things, and just gonna see how that's going now. And but anyway, most of the girls are out today. There's some sickies, there's some sicky kids, and some other appointments. So it's me and Tonya. So hey, Tonya.
Hey, what's going on?
Not a lot. How's your week going?
Going good. Going good.
Tonya just did her 3,000 subscriber giveaway. Yay! So that's exciting.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I still need to, I was just talking about that. I still need to ship my giveaway item from December. I'm a horrible person. I pulled it out of the drawer over here and I set it over there so it'll go out today. I'm so sorry. I am so bad about that.
When was the contest?
December, I think.
Well, that's not too bad.
It was my 5,000 subscriber giveaway, and I have 5,800 now. So it was 800 people ago.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I don't know. So did you go shopping this week? Were you garage selling? Because it was raining all your weekend, right?
No, I didn't. Not this weekend. It was nasty.
Beautiful here. You were like, it's raining, and I'm like, it's awesome. But did you go shopping?
Oh yeah, I went to the Goodwill and some thrift shops around my house.
Do you have good little thrift shops around your house? Are they charity shops or?
Yeah, I really do. I've got two probably within, I don't know, a 5-mile radius of my house, and then there's another one close by in the NASA area where I go drop consignment. And I think I've told you I drop consignment over there and I pick up a check every month.
Oh, yeah. That's so easy.
It is easy. It's easy money.
I've heard a lot of people talking about consignment lately. You know Paul Gummerson, Resell Ronin, we used to do the Reseller Wake Up. He's been doing a lot of consignment lately.
What's he consigning?
Clothing.
Oh, really?
And it's not the consignment that you think of, where you drop it off and then they pay you when they sell it. This one is where they just buy it outright from you. So it's almost like Plato's Closet, but more expensive. Because it's a consignment store, but they're paying you your 30% right away. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But I guess it makes me be more picky.
Right. We have one kind of like that in our area, but it's been a while. I think I consigned with them once and I wasn't impressed, but I think that it's higher end items, but you have to wait till it sells. I don't think they pay you up front.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what consignment really is where, you give it to them and then when they sell it, they give you a percentage. And
yeah, I mean, if I ever had my own resale shop, I would definitely want to do consignment. I think it's so easy.
Yeah, because otherwise it's kind of like a pawn shop for stuff that's not pawn shop stuff.
Yeah, and you always have fresh inventory.
Yeah. So, I went shopping too. I went shopping on Saturday. I didn't really need to, so I just had some time to spare. Yeah. My daughter had a birthday party for 2 hours, and I ended up stopping to get something to eat, and then I stopped at Walgreens. By the time I got done, I only had 45 minutes left, so it wasn't really worth it for me to go all the way back home. So I was like, what can I do? What can I possibly do for 45 minutes? So I went to Goodwill, and I did pick up some stuff, so you can see it back there, so we'll talk about it. I posted it on my Instagram.
I really haven't looked. When did you post it? Last night?
Saturday.
Oh.
Saturday. Yeah, while I was shopping. Because I picked up these ice cream shoes.
Oh yeah, I remember now. They're so cute. I love them. Is that heel clear?
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it's totally clear. Well, I mean, it's not totally clear, but it is clear.
Somebody's going to need those.
somebody is going to need them. They must have not been worn too many times, because I would think that the bottom would be more scuffed up than that.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can see the heel doesn't have
They look good.
Like real wear to it. So they must have worn them like just a couple of times, because I would expect this kind of glitter. Because you know little kids' shoes, right, that have the glitter on them?
Mm-hmm.
And they wear them like 2 times and then the toes are all falling off.
Exactly.
This doesn't have that. Like the glitter hasn't fallen off. So I would think they've only been worn like once or twice.
What size are they?
They are Tonya size. No. They're a 41. So that's going to put them at what? A 9-10?
Yeah, I was thinking 8, 9, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's a 9. I think it's a 9-10. They look really small, but I guess they're not as small as I thought. 41's a good size, actually.
Yeah.
Now that I look at it, I thought they were 7.5. I even posted that on my Instagram that they're 7.5, and they're not. What was I looking at that was a 7.5? Apparently, I was looking at something else.
Did you pick up a bunch of shoes or just those?
I just got these. I didn't even go down the shoe aisle really. I mean, these were at the entrance. Like they were when you walked in the door. And there's shelves, and then there was like they were like the 5th shoe down. And how do you miss that? You can't really miss that sitting on a shelf.
Dwayne says, Dwayne says they've got to be the ugliest shoes I've ever seen.
You know, yes, but there is a following for them. I saw a lady at my daughter's school wearing a pair of Marie Antoinette shoes. And they're like very similar kind of style, where they're like they got the little Mary Jane thing, and the strap and the heel has got stuff in it. And those, I asked the lady because they were so interesting looking. I was like, "Hey, those are neat shoes." And she's like, "Oh yeah, they're Marie Antoinette's and blah blah blah." And I went to look them up as I was walking to pick Marie up, and they're like $140 shoes.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. I think people anybody likes to have something interesting. What's really funny about these is it's almost like these used to be a brooch.
Let me see.
Like, I can't believe this is like their professional thing. It's hard to tell, but can you see the little, like, almost like a clasp in there?
Oh, yeah.
Like, they totally look homemade.
Well, maybe they bought them that way, and then maybe somebody just embellished them themselves.
No, this is the shoe. Like, this is a real shoe. Yeah, it's a real shoe made by the company. Yep. We have questions.
You want me to get that?
Well, this one's to me. It says, what happened with the guy with the stuff that you were going to sell, the one that was moving? I actually did a whole video about that on my channel called Deal or No Deal. It's there. I went over it, like the whole spiel. It was just a bad idea. What else we got?
Looks like another one for you about Easy Auction Tracker.
Oh, I was wondering if you know if it can be saved in Google Docs. No, you have to use Excel because it has tokens. That's how it pulls the information from your eBay, and Google Docs doesn't have tokens, so you have to use Excel. That's one of the things. I think you have to use Excel like 2007 or sooner. So that's one of those softwares that you could find at the Goodwill, because the ones prior, like 2010, 2007, those keys aren't the same as the keys now, like the 2013, 2016 keys. You can use those keys, and if it tells you like that it's not a good key, you can call the little automated system and it'll activate it for you. So you can buy those $4.99 Excel softwares they have at Savers, and it'll work. The 2007s, I know that.
She's wondering.
She said that because she wants access to it at work. Put it in your Dropbox. That's what I used to do. I put it in my Dropbox.
And you can access it that way?
Yeah. I used to put it in my Dropbox because I I had it stored for Patrick to do stuff. So it was on the Dropbox so he could access it from the laptop.
That's so cool. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Carla has a question.
Okay.
It says, you gals have any updated information on plans for Chicago Resellers Convention in June?
We have all that we know so far is that it's June 17th. We haven't selected the actual dates. I mean, the actual facility, because we're looking at some separate ones, but it's going to be really good. Don't think that it's like, you know, a chip and dip station at the Motel 6. Like, it's going to be really, really nice. So we just haven't picked the exact location yet. We had some options that we were looking at. And I've been putting the website together, but it's still a really new thing. So we'll have information for it real soon. We need to have another meeting. Okay. So what did you buy?
Well, I picked up a few things. So I picked up this Wally pinata for $1.99.
Oh, wow.
Right? And you know what? There's like, it's been a while since I've done some research. I got it a couple weeks ago, but I remember thinking I was going to list it for about 50 because yeah, there's going to be some kid that's going to want it.
Wally, they don't sell Wally anywhere really anymore.
Right.
And Wally keeps coming back on Disney Channel. Like, it'll be like the Saturday night movie or whatever. Like, it was just on a couple weeks ago. We watched it.
Yeah, it's a cute show.
Those types of things, when they keep bringing those movies back, like Mulan was just on over the weekend, those kids are seeing those movies sometimes for the very first time.
Yeah, I love Mulan.
Yeah, Mulan, me and Maria were just talking about that, and I was like, Mulan was like the best Disney princess.
Yeah.
I mean, because she totally kicked butt.
Yeah, she's pretty badass.
Yeah, she's amazing. So,
right.
But yeah, so when Disney does stuff like that, the Disney Channel, I mean, those are kids. They're seeing those movies for the very first time. They're 3 years old. They've never seen them before, and all of a sudden they want Wally birthday party, and the parents are like, I don't know what to do, because you can't just go to Party City and buy it.
Right. And I picked up some scrubs. I mean, I've sold them before in the past, but I'm just kind of experimenting because I don't really have enough inventory here at home.
Not nearly enough.
Okay, so this is like a scrubs jacket, and it's like brand new. Does this one have the tags? I don't think it does, but you can tell it's brand new. And the brand is Solace. It's a 3XL. Let's see. Can you see it?
Yeah.
So I've not done a ton of research on this yet, but I know I'm going to probably list it for about $25. And then I got another one. This one is new with the tags, and it's by Peaches. It's a really pretty, like, nautical print. I say nautical, but it has butterflies. So
yeah, that's not nautical.
Well, I know, but I saw the blue and I was thinking, but yeah, it's got butterflies. Even better.
Butterflies are better.
But yeah, new with tags, and I'll probably do that for $25 too. So
do you have anything in particular that you look for whenever you're looking at scrubs? Because I remember, like, I used to dabble in scrubs. Like, I would look at them, but I never did find anything that was really amazing. Like,
right. I pick up stuff like that I would probably want to wear if I was a tech somewhere. Definitely, I look at the quality of the print. Like, if it's been washed a lot and looks faded, I'm probably not going to buy it. But like the ones that I just showed you, they're both, one of them's new and one of them's like new without the tag. So I try and pick up.
I'm sorry.
I was just going to say I try and pick up the ones that look new.
What's your price point? Because I think the reason why I didn't really bother with them too much is because they're like $6.99 and $7.99 at our stores. So it's kind of like, if you're going to pay $7.99 for it, I mean, you would have to sell it for $30-something, and that's not a practical price.
Right. Well, we'll see. I mean, if I can't get what I want, once I do the research, I'll just consign it probably. Try and get my money back.
Yeah.
But it's fun to experiment with new things. I'm always picking up different things.
Well, I do that too. I used to always tell people, like, you know, hey, when you're at the store and it's something you don't typically pick up, like if you don't touch linens or you don't mess with plush or you don't mess with, you know, trinkets or whatever it is, just go find one.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're at the house and you're researching it and you're doing, you know, that kind of stuff, it helps open up that avenue of, you know, hey, this might be a really good idea.
Yes.
You know, it's just like, because like on the videos that I started doing, which I didn't do last week, the browsing for bolos, it's kind of the same kind of concept of things that you don't really look at too closely, and so you don't really know that those things are worth anything.
I think that you underestimate how much people enjoy browsing for bolos.
Why?
Well, Christiane says something, and I like it. A lot of people like it.
You know, it's really funny how YouTube works. Is like, you can have all these people that tell you like, yay, this is great. Yay, this is great. And then you have that one person that's like, yeah, I don't like this. And then you're like, oh, maybe this is a bad idea. You know what I mean? Like, it works like that in everything in life. Like, you could have 10 people go, I really like that shirt. That shirt's awesome. And you got that one person that's like, wow, you look terrible in that shirt.
But
and then you never wear that shirt again.
Right? That is true. But, you know, like you always tell me, you can't listen to those people. You know, you can't feed into the negativity. And
it wasn't negativity. It was actually constructive criticism, which is totally cool with me, you know? And, but it weighs in the back of your mind, like when you start something new.
Yes.
And then you're like, maybe this is not good. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't. But I actually have a browsing for bolos that's coming up this week. I wanted to do remotes. Like remote
that'd be a good one.
Yeah, I thought that would be good.
I know Gil Daddy and Gil Mama do good with those.
Yeah, they used to. When they used to, they don't do them anymore. But they.
Right, that's true.
Yeah, but they used to do remotes, and our stores actually stopped. They used to have like a bucket. It was like a bucket of remotes, and they're gone. I don't know what they're. I think they're maybe just sending them all to the bins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, did you get anything else?
Oh, I picked up some Miss Trish shoes. Have I already shown these? I can't remember. I need to list them. Aren't they cute with these little turtles?
And those are adorable.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot on eBay with the embellishments like this. And I really paid up for them. I thought they were so cute. They were, and they're my size, but there ain't no way I can walk in these heels. No way. I paid $7.99 for them, but I don't even care. I'm going to list them for $39.99, and I will just hold out till I get that. I'll be willing to wait.
That would be totally cute with a sundress.
I know.
Yeah, totally cute.
Oh, and I got a Furby. This makes my 5th one, y'all. I paid $2.99 for them.
And how much do you sell those for? You sell those for decent money, right?
I pulled the last one I had because I had some mistakes in the listing, and I never listed it back because I just like them. They're so cute. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of them, but none of them are listed anymore.
Now you collect them. That's what's happening. You're collecting Furbies now.
Well, they look really good on my shelf up there. I should just put them all up there.
Joni was really nice. Joni sent Maria some Furbies. Like she had gotten one that was new in the package, and she sent it to the customer. It was one of the vintage ones. She sent it to the customer, and apparently the customer said it was broken. Like it didn't work. And so she got it back, and she's like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I was just going to throw it away. And then she was like, oh, wait. Deborah's daughter collects them, and Maria doesn't put batteries in them because she thinks they're annoying. So the fact that it doesn't work doesn't matter at all.
Yes.
But Stephanie Garcia says, Bolo, the remote for the Yamaha VS71370. She said, I purchased it at the Benz and sold it for $48.
Wow, good flip.
Yeah, they are. Some of those remotes, you'd be surprised. Things like that. And like I tell people, like, you know, a lot of people say, I can't find anything in my area. I have nothing in my area. We have one store. You know, there's a plethora of cords.
Oh, yeah.
Cords and adapters. And you would be totally surprised, those cords and adapters, if you look them up. So, you know, not all of them. I'm not saying like go buy every single one of them. But a lot of them do. And so if you're limited on finding things, cords and adapters are pretty plentiful.
Right.
Is that all you got?
Oh no, I do have something else.
Okay, what?
Look at this little cute little parrot. I think it's a parrot bird brooch, and it's signed Castle Cliff. You can't see it, but anyway, I didn't see any just like mine, and I'm gonna list this one probably for $39.99 also. So super cute. Let's see your stuff.
Okay, maybe somebody in the chat knows about this because I don't. But this is brand new. It looks like a squishable to me, and it looks like an American Mills, but it's not. And maybe they're the same company, but I don't know. But it's by the Carlisle company. Like CarLisley. But it has a retail value on it $40.
Oh, wow.
And there's one listed used for $47. There was nothing in Worth Point, nothing on Completeds. But I picked him up for $2.99, and I actually think I accidentally paid $7.99 for him.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
Because the 2 is cut off, and it looks like a 7, but it's totally not. It's a 2. And so I think the girl charged me $7.99 because I didn't see anything on my receipt that said $2.99. So
that sucks. That's happened to me before too.
Yeah, and it's not a store that I go to very often, and it's really hard to try to debate those with them because, I mean, anybody could just go find something. Because it's not like on the receipt says penguin. It just says knick-knack.
Yeah.
So I could go to Goodwill right now and buy something for 99 cents and take the receipt over and say, look, she charged me $7.99 for this, and it's 99 cents. There's no way for me to prove it, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
So I got jacked, but it's still a good buy. I'm just sad I paid $7.99 instead of $2.99. I want my $5.
Right, get it listed today.
I know. I'm actually gonna list. I am caught up on Amazon. I have been focusing on Amazon all through December and January. And I'm all caught up. Everything's kind of sent in of what was going to be sent in and stuff like that. So now it's eBay time. So I was cleaning up my office yesterday. We were talking about that before the show. It doesn't look like it, but it's actually clean over here where you can't see. But I was cleaning up my office yesterday because I totally am going to list. I've got good stuff to list. So I'm going to be listing this week. So I might put out a listing challenge, or I might participate in Tonya's listing challenge if you're going to do one.
I will. I'll put one up after the show.
I got to do shipping and then I'll list. So I've gotten really lazy because I've just been shipping because I've been doing a lot of merchant fulfill stuff. And so it's kind of easy because it's the same stuff over and over. And all I do is make like 9 boxes that are all the same size. And then I wrap up 9 things that are all the same thing. And I put them in a box. And I've gotten super duper lazy with shipping. Like when I had to ship an eBay thing, I was like, this is lame. Like I had 3 things for eBay I needed to ship out. And I was like, this is totally lame.
Right.
I have to like go get them. And then I have to like wrap them up, put them in a box. You know, like I was like really stupid about it.
Such a pain.
Yeah. It's just so hard. I don't like it.
What else did you get?
I was trying to see if anybody said they knew, but nobody says anything about it except for is it related to Carlisle? I cannot say Carlisle. Carlisle cards. It just says Carlisle Company. And so when I did the search for Carlisle Company, it brought up an American Mills squishable.
Oh, I wonder if it's a line.
And so I don't know if they're related. And I did some research, but I wasn't going to do half an hour worth of research on it. So I looked and I didn't see it the first 3 pages of Google. And I was like, move on.
Yeah, that can turn into a rabbit hole real quick.
Yeah, and then you spend 3 hours researching it, and that's a mistake a lot of people make. They're just like, I can't find it, and it's like, price it and move on.
Mm-hmm.
You have the basic details, the brand, what it is, this, and if somebody is looking for it, they know what it is, they're gonna buy it.
Yep.
I picked up this bag, and it's actually brand new. It was something that was for a company. But it's a crumpler bag, and it is the cheesy disco bag.
Awesome.
It has this print on it, but I was looking up this brand, and here, let me bring it up. Let me see. Crumpler. I only saw one. Hang on. Crumpler. What did I say it was? Funky disco?
Yeah, cheesy disco.
Cheesy disco.
So original.
Okay, so here's what they had. Let me char. Can you see that?
Let me see.
Yes.
I can't see anything. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I see it.
Okay, so this is what came up on the it's just this one that's used in black, this one that's in France, and then here's a disco wig. And then there was one sold that has limited edition, but that's it. That's all that I found.
Those are good prices.
I paid $3.99 for it, and it being new, even though it had that logo on it, I mean, it's a badass bag, right? Like, look, it's got all kinds of stuff in here, and a laptop case, and more pockets, and it's just a really super, super nice
Yeah, it's nice.
bag. Yeah. And the material is really quality. Like, you know, this isn't going to, like, wear out. So I wasn't sure if I should try to remove this embroidery, because since it wasn't used, I was thinking that maybe it wouldn't be discolored underneath. Because, you know, sometimes when you remove the embroidery, it's discolored.
Right.
Because of, like, sun damage and whatever. But I'm thinking since it was new, it would be okay. What do you think?
I would try it the way it is first.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what Acrolinks is. I've never heard of that company before.
Would it be easy, fast to remove it?
I would think just a seam ripper. I mean, all you got to do is get it just a little bit up.
Yeah.
I don't think that it would be too bad. I could be totally wrong and ruin a messenger bag.
That's what I say. Just listen to what it is.
That's what I call, let's do an experiment for other resellers to know better. I do that all the time. I'm like, I don't know if I should do this. And I'm like, well, it'll be a learning experience for the rest of the reseller community.
Right.
Question. Have you ever tried to get a drugstore manager to save up their clearance stuff for you and create your own wholesale deal? No, I have not tried to do that. I have thought about doing that, but I have not. I have thought many times about just talking to managers and saying, look, I will buy all of them. Just tell me when they're here. You know, I have thought about doing that with the plush at the stores. Because I know that the place that I buy the majority of my plush that's in the bags, I know they don't sell all that plush. And I know that they clear it out. Like, I'll go in there and there'll be like 2 bags. And then there'll be like 50 bags. And I know people aren't buying it all, you know. So I thought about talking to them about it, about, you know, like, hey, your stuff that you're pulling, whatever you're doing with it, I will take it or buy it or whatever it is, you know. And I've thought
a good idea. Probably sending it to the bins.
They don't have bins like that. That's not Goodwill. It's yeah, it's there's only one of those thrift stores. So I thought about talking to them, and I thought about talking to Texas Thrift, because I know with plush, if it doesn't sell in the store, it's kind of considered trash, you know, because I mean, what are they going to do with it? It just keeps traveling through the system and it gets dirty and gross. All right, let's see. Oh, and then the last thing I got, and I've bought multiples of this type of item. If you see them, go ahead and pick them up if they're a good price. I haven't bought this brand before, but I have bought this item before. It's a towel warmer.
Oh, yeah.
This one's a Conair Thermalux. But they always look like this. They just look like an ice, they look like an ice bucket. but they're not. They're actually a towel warmer. And you can put towels or baby blankets.
Oh, yeah.
Or so you can use the keywords like spa, towel warmer, nursery, blanket, robe, that kind of stuff. And it warms them up. And the bigger, the better. And this one's pretty big.
What are you selling for?
$50 or more.
Nice.
Yeah, this one was $7.99. So, and that's generally about the price that I paid for them. But I have sold at least 3 that were called Towel Spa. Yeah. And I think they're made by Brookstone. And variations of that same thing. But I have never had a problem selling them, and they sell pretty quickly. It's not something that sticks around very long. All right. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
That's all I bought because I was very picky. Well, actually, that's a lie. I did buy one more thing that I almost put back, but because I've been trying to I just don't need any more smalls. I don't need any more things that are $20 or less. You know, I just don't. I have plenty. Me and Tonya were talking about that before the show, and it's like there's no reason for me to buy them because it's not like I couldn't go out today and buy 40 things that I could sell for $20 or $15 or whatever. I don't need to buy them because I have plenty of them outside in the storage. So, but I did end up buying this cross stitch kit.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's $1. It was $1.99. They're listed on eBay. They're about $25. But I didn't see any solds on them. But I went ahead and bought it just because it's kind of an pretty easy to sell these things. I mean, they go in an envelope. You know, it's like you take 2 pictures and you type that and the name, and that's it. You know, kit. So okay, so we have questions, and then while we do questions, I'll bring up my sales.
Okay, let's see. Tiffany asked, how do you deal with the hoarding, the clutter? I am about to go insane over here. I have 2 toddlers, no extra rooms, like an office. I am new.
That's really funny because that's my topic for the conference. My topic for the Chicago conference is no room for reselling. And I actually have like a solution that I will be talking about there. But for like this particular thing, you're asking the wrong person. Like, I don't know if you've looked around here, but and then there's a storage shed, and then there's a covered patio.
Yeah. I think every eBayer struggles with that. I mean, there's only a few people that I can think of right offhand who are really good about getting their stuff listed fast and organizing everything. But I have a storage unit, Tiffany, where I take a lot of my stuff, and that helps to get some of it out of the house. And you just can't help it. Like, things overflow every now and then from my eBay room in here, and I just, you know, try and work as fast as I can to get it listed.
Yeah, when you're dealing with small space, I mean, and I know that there's a lot. That's why that's my topic, because I thought it was super important. But when you're dealing with small space, I know other resellers that I've seen. I mean, their business model is so different than mine. Like, since I have space, I kind of have, and I know other people that have space typically don't have a problem if something is sitting for a while. But when you're very limited on space and all you have is like 3 tubs worth of space sitting in the closet somewhere, that's really when they end up in the turn and burn business, you know, or they're very super, super picky about what they're picking up. Because it's almost like setting up a budget money-wise, but it's a space budget. You know, it's like, okay, how much space do I really have? And then you have to really think it through and be like, okay, well, how long is this really going to take to sell? You know, is this an item that's going to sit here for 8 months and it's going to take up, you know, a foot of cubic space that I don't really have? I mean, that's almost like where Amazon comes in handy when you have that mindset of space and you're paying for space, because that's what you're doing with Amazon when you're paying storage fees every month and you're paying long-term storage fees and you're paying for space.
Yep.
And so it's like when you're buying things for Amazon and they're big and you're like, how fast is this going to sell? Because I don't want to pay for that space. And you kind of got to think like that, you know, is that you have a budgeted amount of space, and is this item going to flow through? Is it worth me even having, you know, it's really a personal thing that you kind of really have to assess. Okay, what else we got?
Let's see here. Fun Stuff 24 says, I'm listing and have a listing question, if that's cool. I'm listing a new with tag jacket, but belt is missing. Would you list as new with tag or new with defects?
That would not be new with tag. Like if it's missing something, I would list it as either, new with defects. Because that's the way the store would sell it too. They would sell it as new, missing belt, like it being written on the tag. Like, have you ever seen things in the store that are on clearance and they're like 1 of 2 missing one? You know?
Yeah.
Where it's just a pajama top but not the bottoms. It doesn't mean that they throw them away and say they're not new. You know, they just let you know.
Right. Brian, the Oatbrook has a question for you.
What?
Deb, have you ever tried to get oh yeah, we already answered that one. Never mind.
Yeah, I answered that
one. Karen's at the beach says she came on late, but did you talk about the resellers convention at all?
I did a little bit. We're still working on all the details. There will be a website. I'm setting up a website, you know, as information comes in. We're still getting all the details of, you know, of everything and in the itinerary and that kind of stuff. The only thing that I know for sure is it's June 17th. And the people that are going to be there. Nicole and Joe State, myself, Kim and Chad Pagel, and Ronnie and Gretchen Hart, and Pete, Craigslist Hunter. That's all I know. And it's going to be awesome!
Right?
I'm so excited. It's going to be great. Especially when we were talking about the facility and like what we were going to have there and that kind of stuff. And I'm like, it's going to be so nice. Yeah. Like, it's not going to be meh. You know, it's going to be like a nice thing to go to, I think. I think it would be.
I'm really hoping to make it.
You better be there. I'm going to like make you go.
Yes.
What's the name of the event? It's the Reseller Rally. Reseller Rally in Chicago, 2017. Okay. What'd you sell good? Let me bring that up.
Let me see.
It's so easy when we do Q&As to get really off, like, I don't know what we were talking about just now.
Right. I honestly forgot what I sent you. What did I send you?
Let me bring them up here and I will.
Oh, I sold an audiobook by Joe Vitale. And I think I paid $3 for it and it sold for $39.99. So love the audiobooks. And Joe Vitale, he's real big into The Secret, as I am too.
You sent me a book from Lewis Penny.
Well, I sent a bunch of stuff in case we ran out of things to talk about. That one was probably a sale I had on Amazon.
Here's Vitale. Okay, sorry. Hang on. My bads. Okay. So here it is. Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
So
there's The Missing Secret.
The Missing Secret.
Law of attraction is a huge topic.
Yes, it really is.
Topic for like 5 years.
Yes.
How much did you pay for that, you said?
I think I paid probably about $2.99.
Hey, Tonya.
Hey, what?
If you're going to take pictures like this with your fingers in there.
What?
Your manicure should be a tax write-off.
Oh, yeah.
Be like, I have to because I take pictures and my fingers are there and I need a...
That's right.
Man, that's a business expense. Thanks.
Thanks for the tip, Deb.
All right, and another Cincy. Oh, you had an autism one.
I did, and I've had it for a long time. Nobody wanted to pay full price, but there wasn't another one like it at the time when I listed it. So I had it listed high, and I think I was running a 20% off sale, I think. I can't read it.
Yeah.
So it sold for $39.99. You only paid $4 for it. Yeah.
How much did you pay for it?
$4 at a garage sale.
Awesome. That's awesome. And then this was your Amazon sale.
Yeah, so that one sold for $44.97, and this actually came in a lot of a whole bunch of audiobooks that I bought at a garage sale for $40, and I have made so much money off of that. So when you guys go to garage sales, I can't stress how important it is to buy everything in lots. If you see a bunch of audiobooks, just scoop them up, because even if they're not going to be worth any money on Amazon or eBay, you can always take it to Half Price Books, and they'll probably give you a pretty penny for it all. So, but like, I made my money back just on this one sale. So
that's awesome. Why does this guy have 1,000 of them?
I don't know.
That's so crazy. Hang on. Why does he have so many? Oh, because that's Amazon. Okay, cool. Yeah, Amazon has 1,000 of them. Alrighty. If you don't have this extension and you do Amazon, this is the best thing. It's like my life right now, is the how many extension. And it tells you like how many are in stock.
Where is it on the screen?
Huh?
Where's it out on the screen?
Right here. Right there. And right there. It tells you how many that person has in stock. And it's like the best thing ever if you're trying to gauge whether you should send something in.
Yeah, that is.
Like, yeah, it's $14.95, which when I first looked at it, I was like, that's crazy expensive. Who needs that? And then as I've been sending stuff in, I was like, I need that immediately. You know, and it's been great. I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I have that. Because if you know off of something that you're selling, if you're like, hey, I was selling 6 of those a day, you know, and then you go look at everybody else, there might be 30 sellers, but they only have 1.
Right.
You know, that, or if there's somebody that, you know, they're priced really low, and you see people like trying to go and get onto their price market, but that person only has 1. Let them sell their 1 and then sell them for the price you wanted to sell it. Why are you going to be right there, like up their butt with their 1 item? Right. It's going to sell that in an hour. Let it go away, you know?
Yeah, there's also another way to look that up too. One of my friends in the green room posted, like, act like you're going to buy it and put in an insane amount, and then it'd say, oh, this seller only has 25.
Right. Yeah, and you can do that, and I was doing that. But when there's like 15 sellers, it's so much easier to just have them have the how many extension pull it up on the screen. Like, I know, because I was doing that, and I was like, I totally don't need that thing. I'm not going to pay $15 for that. I use it like all the time now. Like, it's totally worth it. I'm like, take my money. And that's something when people are trying to like get figure out what services they really need. Look at what's taking you the most time, you know. And me sitting there trying to analyze how many products each one of those sellers had was taking me way too much time. And I was like, this is totally worth 50 cents a day.
Yeah.
Here's my 50 cents.
It's worth it.
Yeah, totally worth it. I was spending way more than 50 cents a day worth of time trying to figure out how many people had. Does anybody know how to get your store in the eBay Bucks program? I thought everybody was part of eBay Bucks.
I'm not
Everything
sure.
you buy on eBay, unless it's like automotive, I think. There's certain categories that don't qualify, but eBay Bucks is eBay's program. You don't like put your store in it. I didn't sell anything worth talking about.
Oh, I bet you did.
Oh, I didn't. I'm trying to scroll back, and I'm like already to the 13th.
What about on
Everything.
Amazon? Anything you can talk about?
No. No, not really. Yeah, I got nothing.
We got Thelma in the house. Hi, Thelma.
Is she coming to your meetup? Oh, talk about that right now.
Okay, so we have a new group. It's called the Third Coast Resellers and Beyond. And we are planning a meetup on Saturday, February the 25th. And we'll be bringing you more details as we find them out.
So put it on your calendar.
Right.
February 25th.
Yes.
Don't know what time, don't know where, but February 25th.
Somewhere in Houston.
Somewhere in Houston. So, yeah. There's a really good group of people there that I like it. It's like a little family of people they're just kind of there, and I like them. I like them a lot.
I had no idea there were so many people in Houston.
Dude, there's a lot of people in here. Like, I've always said that I knew there was a lot of resellers in Austin, you know, because there just are. But holy crud, you know, like there's a lot in Houston. Okay. How do you redeem eBay bucks? Turtle Trader, eBay just revamped the eBay bucks program. January 1st, they rolled out a new system. It used to be that you had to wait until you reached some kind of threshold. It was like $5 before they would actually issue you anything. So it's like you didn't get to really use it unless you were really paying attention. So they've revamped the eBay bucks program. Just Google eBay bucks and then like make sure you're enrolled so that way your purchases count towards your eBay bucks. And now I think they're letting you redeem them even if you only have like 32 cents. Like that kind of stuff. So yeah, Google the eBay bucks. Okay, what else? So chat is very active today.
Right, you guys have any more questions?
Let's see. Brian Oakbrook says, don't hate on Chirac. I was joking about that. I said, I was going to put on the information page, like, just don't come, you know? That's been like the big running joke about Chicago, but it's like people live there. It's not like it's.
When was it announced? I didn't know that everybody knew.
You know, Nicole has been talking a lot about it on Instagram.
Okay.
So I think as soon as we settled on the date, it's been kind of like, but that's all that's, I think that's definite is the date. And because, yeah.
Kurt was telling me that's like the top #1 place in the U.S. with the highest murder rate or something. He's like, you're not going alone. I'm coming with you.
Yeah, I used to think that was Richmond, Virginia. I thought when I lived in Virginia, I remember them calling Richmond like Murder City.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get back on topic here. Bring back Malcolm. Malcolm is in the living room right now. Malcolm was in the hall, but now he's in the corner of the living room.
Malcolm needs some Valentine's Day attire.
Tanya's gonna send me stuff for Malcolm.
I do that.
Have like a heart choker and like
right?
little heart things.
I have animals in my house, right? So I got this big one. Actually, I got a couple lions, and I've got this black, I think it's a lab, and he's real big, like life size, and I'll decorate him for whatever the season is. Like, you know, he had some Christmas stuff on, and I'm about to put some Valentine stuff on him. It's fun.
All right. Okay. What else? Anything else? I think that's it. All right. I'm trying to think. What else were we going to talk about? Oh, yeah. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about, like, how are you doing with your sourcing focus? Because I know that you were trying to work on, like, your hoarding. So are you actually, like, are you actually, sorry, I got distracted by the chat for a second. Are you actually, like, doing anything about, like, not buying as much, or are you just trying to list more?
Did you see my Snapchat post yesterday?
No, I'm not on Snapchat.
Well, I put it on my Facebook page about shopping. So yeah, I have a problem. You know, I just like to shop too much and not list a lot. So I'm just being honest. You know, I have good intentions. I really do. But, you know, I have to go to the post office every day and the Goodwill is right there.
That would be really hard.
It is so hard.
I mean, that would be hard.
I got to pop in there. I just got to. I mean, they know me. We're like on a first name basis with everybody there. They all know me.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I like to shop too. And so that's why my thing has just been, like, when I was there on Saturday, I put back a lot of stuff. Like, I was being cool. I was like, I'm just going to pop in here and I'm going to, like, look around and see if there's any great things to buy. And I found, like, the penguin, and I found that bag, and I found those shoes, like, immediately, like, within 5 minutes of walking in the store. And then all of a sudden I started getting all willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly.
Putting stuff in my cart, and it was, like, piled up. And then I was like, I got, like, through, like, 5 or 6 aisles, and then I got to looking at it, and I was like, I don't need this. Yes, this Guinness Ireland wall plaque is not on eBay, so I could probably sell it. I don't know what it is. I don't need another thing that I need to research. I don't need another thing that I need to go, this might sell, you know, which is what I do a lot. Like, I don't need another one of those things. So I took it out of the cart and I put it back on the shelf.
I do that sometimes too.
There was multiple things that I took out of my cart and put back on the shelf because it was like, I have all of that stuff outside and Dawn hasn't come to help me list it yet. So Dawn keeps telling me I would list it all for you. But, like, I need to fly Dawn down.
Where does she live? What state?
She lives east Pennsylvania.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I think it's Pennsylvania. But yeah.
Well, I was going to say, I've also, a new thing I've started doing is, like, whenever I'm inside a thrift shop and I'm looking up something real quick, if I don't know, you know, the value, and I find it on eBay, I'll go ahead and create a draft, like, right then and there. So that way, when I get home, I don't have to do the research all over again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was doing that too, because I was like, oh, this is genius. And then I stopped because I'm inconsistent apparently. But yeah, that's a super good tip.
Yes.
Create a giraffe like Malcolm. Oh, you mean a draft? A giraffe? A giraffe. So, all right. So I think that's all we had to talk about today, unless anybody has any closing questions before we leave, because we're going to go and work. And Tonya is going to post a listing challenge today.
Yes.
And I will ship out my giveaways today.
Yeah, you better do that.
I know. They're going to be like, that person is so flaky. She said she was going to give away a prize, and then she didn't ship it to me, and it was all just a lie to get more subscribers. So I will ship those out today. And that's it. Thank you for being here to listen to us talk to each other. And we will have more information if you have for anything. If you have questions, you can make sure to join the Resellers Do Facebook page. You can post your questions over there, and all of the panel members are members there. They'll see your questions and they can answer them for you. So even though they weren't here today, they're still there otherwise. So, but make sure to check us out next week. I don't know what the topic will be, but we'll talk about things. So, and it'll be episode 50. Woohoo! Oh my gosh. We need to have a party. Right. We need to have a giveaway. We have a giveaway that I won't ship until March. That's what we need to do.
A giveaway. That sounds fun. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll plan a giveaway for next week since it's our 50th. Woo!
Woohoo!
Go.
And
right,
everybody
guys.
come join our new group, Third Coast Resellers and Beyond.
There you go. All right. I'll put the link down in the description below, and everybody's link is down there as well for April and Yvon and Robin and Holly and myself and Tonya and
April. Did you say April?
I said April first. We'll say April again. And bye, you guys. Have a good day.